Hey, yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Pumped up, to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy, work with you, that's
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Cam Little after the opening kick. And the nightcap to a busy Sunday has begun. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he's going to take this return out of bounds. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. Loose swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Young working from the gun. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Young. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap now to Young. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
successful, and they have third down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Titans will have a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. A first down carry for Pacheco. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
A second down run by Pacheco. He's contained at the line for no gain. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for third down. It's Pacheco again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Play action now, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Design bootleg here. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. It's close and no good. It connects with that left upright. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Setting up a throw. He's got Thomas on a slant. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
A gain of 11 yards. It's fourth down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's the snap on fourth. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Motioning the tight end now. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. On the option, they give it to Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. Call it no gain that time, so now they face a 4th and 4. 1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. So here he is, getting his second field goal look of the half. This from 48 on the left hash. Koo able to put it through. And that will get them on the board.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
11 Agate. Here we go, sir.
Lawrence now off the play action. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Hey, run!
Motioning one of the tight ends. Running for the marker on second. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
23. Here we go.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Titans will get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd and 8. Lays out. What a catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. To the air on 1st down. Young trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Receiver in motion, going left. He's within striking distance. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans make it a 9-point advantage. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans make it a 10-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. Get some space around midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Hey, hey, hey. Red.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds a man right side. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
On red.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short, so that's 3rd and less than a yard.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's go now.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. And it's the Jaguars with a nice 3rd and inches.
Got it. Ready? Let's go.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Still has room inside the 15. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Okay, ready?
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Duvernay in motion left. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Brought in right side. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Red on red. Here we go.
And they'll pitch it out to him. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Cam Little getting the call on 4th down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. This is a chip shot from the left hash. The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, run! Silver!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he still got it. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
That is so difficult to do with so much traffic. You're going to see the short pass gets tipped, and you really don't have much time other than to just react and make the catch. Exactly what he does.
They get 6 and a first down as well.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
First and 10 from the 41.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Eleven. Here we go.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. Call it no gain. Maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
On red.
Back to the well again. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go.
All right, let's go.
From the 36. We've got a screen to the running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And let's count them. 4, 5, yep, 6 DBs. Dime look from the Titans on 3rd down. Slot man motioned over. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Roll. Bronco switch.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go. 2nd and 9. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hard 7, hard 7.
Blown back gets the handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Throwing this back in the end zone. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, easy. Route. Here we go, son.
Lawrence to throw it. Dump off caught by his back. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hits his running back. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Hey, run. Here we go, son.
Trying again following the sack. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down.
Rip, 23.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, go, go. Red.
Lawrence throwing here. Dumped off to his running back. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
24. Easy. Hot.
They'll try and punch it in. Punches it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And it's no good, so they get it back within 1 score at least, but can't make it a field goal game. That deficit's still at 4 points. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Here's 2nd and 11. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, Young. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And this one does not go far. Offense up to the line fast. Young on the play action. He connects downfield on 4th. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. He still has room inside the 30. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just a big voice up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Young throwing here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Here's Riley Patterson. A lot riding on this field.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the I came in nothing but some raps, the clothes on my back.